Hi guys and gals, Dr. Wayne here with my second fundraising video blog. Evidently I didn't make a big enough fool of myself the first time around, so I'm at it again. Well, I'm less than 4 weeks out from race day on October 13th, and I'm very excited to claim that thanks to so many of you, my fundraising efforts have yielded almost $39,000. That's $39,000 closer to a cure, not just for blood-related cancers, but all cancers, as many of the chemotherapies that start out with an indication for leukemia and lymphoma find promise in treating other types of cancers. One of the things I wanted to highlight today is what role does all this money play in the world of cancer research and ultimately cures? I've heard from many out there that claim that cancer chemotherapy is a scam, that drug companies don't want to find a cure because if they did, they would run out of customers, so it's in their best interest to keep us sick. I'm here to tell you today that nothing could be further from the truth, and this is complete and utter crap. Yes, Big Pharma would much rather develop yet another blood pressure or diabetes pill that they know you'll take for the rest of your life, and there are millions of us with these two types of diseases. So they take two medications that have lost their patent, combine them, put them in a clinical trial, knowing that they will yield benefit because you've been taking them for years, and combine them in one convenient pill, rename it, and bingo. They get to charge 100 times more for it with patent protection for the next decade. I like to call this the low-lying fruit of Big Pharma and a safe bet for their financial statement. In the world of chemotherapy, the risk-reward ratio is much greater. You have a novel, meaning brand new or cutting-edge therapy, that has no track record, combined with a much smaller patient population who will benefit from it. So to spend millions on a researcher who may have a brilliant idea that makes sense, but the idea may not yield the results that we expected, it can yield to a complete loss. Too many of these losing bets and the company goes under. It's like the old saying, you have to kiss how many frogs before you find your prince. That's where we come in. Nonprofits like the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society are the angel investor of cancer cures. This year we pledged $46 million to the best and brightest cancer researchers all over the world. Of the 18 cancer chemotherapy treatments that were approved by the FDA in 2017, 15 of them were initially funded by LLS. We get the ball rolling, so to speak. By funding the initial research, we get the initial data that Big Pharma wants to see before they take the financial risk of funding it all the way through phase 3 clinical trials and ultimately FDA approval. We even have a special initiative to fund young researchers because it's commonplace that much of the grants go to older, more established researchers, leaving behind and discouraging many of the bright young minds that are getting their start today. This is key. I think I mentioned in my last video blog that some of the treatments, such as CAR-T, appears to be straight out of a Star Trek episode. Imagine extracting a patient's blood with leukemia and lymphoma, throwing it in a medical microwave of sorts to actually rearrange its DNA, and then reinfusing it back into the patient's bloodstream where it now attacks the abnormal blood cells, leaving behind the healthy ones. I was at a benefit dinner in Central Park over 12 years ago, where I sat at the table with some of these geniuses from the City of Hope Cancer Center in Los Angeles, and this is what they were talking about. Today, these breakthroughs are a reality, and it's all because of this fundraising. To think that CAR-T is now used to treat the type of lymphoma that took my mom gives me goosebumps. If she lived a few more years and received this, could she still be around today? Nobody knows, but it's got to give you hope for a better tomorrow. So I'm asking all of you to dig deep, into your pockets of course, as I'll be digging deep on October 13th in Kona to make a donation to this worthy cause. At $50,000, we'll be able to name a research portfolio after my mom, and I cannot tell you what that would mean to her if she were alive today. I can tell you what it means to current cancer patients, and I can definitely tell you what it means to me and my family. Now, there are several ways to support this cause. You can make a tax-deductible donation to LLS by going to www.konaforacure.com and clicking on the donate button. You can also purchase one of these really cool trucker hats for $35, or one of these awesome insulated tumblers to keep your cold beverages cold and your hot drinks hot, also for $35 by going to www.konaforacure.com/shop. For every donation of $25 or more, I'll send you one of these cool Pura Vida bracelets, especially made for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and Blood Cancer Awareness Month, which is actually this month, September. And for donations of $49 or more, I've got some really cool swag from Uncle Eddie Rothman and Dahui, so a big mahalo for their support. Just make sure you put Pura Vida or Dahui in the comment section and leave your snail mail address. Of course, these items have a limited supply. And if you are the thirsty type like me and live in Hawaii, from now until the end of the month, you can go to Cholo's Mexican restaurant and purchase this special dragon fruit margarita. 20% goes directly to the cause. Again, I am humbled by your support so far. We are so close to 50,000, I can taste it. Nothing would make me or my mom prouder than to know we raised so much money for such a great cause while running down Ali'i Drive next month to the finish line. Thank you so much for your generous support. Aloha.